Morning.
Morning, everybody.
All right, so we got a first giant comment here. Hold on, I
Oh
got
my
to get back to
goodness.
it. Good morning, guys. Can I express how much my wife, look forward to watching you guys in the morning? Nate, I finally caught up on all the stuff you have been filming. Stop. Okay. Um, love all the videos. Thank you. Thank you, Damien. Good morning, Dayson. I think it says there. It's kind of small. Sorry. So good morning to everybody who is in here already. Um,
Here we go.
the lovely wife is pulling up the feed on her phone here so we can better read the comments as we do this. So good morning, Dylan. Okay. I'll let you say the good mornings because you can see them from over there better.
Good morning, Ada. Ada? What's that her
I
name?
think that's
Blurry
what it was.
Blues? Ada.
Blurry Blues.
Yep. And
Okay, is there anybody above that? 'Cause
Dyson? I don't think
we may. Okay,
so.
we're good then. Oh, Blurry Blues, you were the first one here.
Ada. Yeah.
Yeah, there was like six
Jason.
people waiting
Oops.
by the time I got our crazy thumbnail taken there and everything. So, let me grab a drink here quick.
Good morning with coffee.
Yeah, so we got some good news and some bad news this morning. Not necessarily bad news, just
not bad news. Just
crazy,
disappointing.
Very disappointing.
Good morning, Carla.
Yeah, let's wait for a few minutes here till some more people get in here before we start on this news here. This is crazy. So
it's pretty cold out there. 37 degrees.
It is, yeah. It's warm in here though. I mean, even it was cold in here this morning. I had the fan on me last night, and I tried to keep it off of you. But we had the heater set at 66, I believe, and it still was pretty chilly. I woke up early and came out here and sat for a little bit. Had to get my hoodie on and
66 is.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I mean, take that whole thing there.
Coat weather for me.
Oh, believe me, 80s coat weather for you.
Come on now. Did this stop or no? I guess not.
No. Okay, so.
Okay.
So, what should we start with first? The crazy news or the awesome news? You guys tell us.
Let us know.
Yeah. You can see she's wearing her Batman shirt this morning.
Where's my... There it is. My Batman.
I've had mine on for about 3 days now. Okay. I don't know. I got about 2 or 3 shirts I switch around between, yet somehow I still have an entire closet full of shirts.
All right, 3 for the crazy, 2 for the awesome. So.
Okay. All right. Let's start with the crazy news. So, I told you guys that I have been planning something awesome. I've been working for a week, racking my brain, researching, finding information about this. I don't want to tell you what it is yet, but we left our location in Louisiana yesterday, which we were in Brobridge. And we came to our new location last night. Well, yesterday afternoon. What time would you say we rolled in?
4.
About 4 o'clock. Okay.
Say good morning to Diana and Jarrett.
Good morning, Diana. Good morning, Jarrett. So,
okay.
I had called. I was looking for an RV park in this area. I figured we were probably going to need about 3 days here, 2-3 days. Just to be safe, because you never know. I mean, when I filmed the last place, the Big Fish place, as you saw, it was pouring rain, which was kind of cool, because for that place, it really added to the element, and I think it really kind of made it a good video. However, I didn't want to film this one in the rain, so I thought, even though it says it's decent weather, let's plan on staying about 3 days, just in case. And so let's see, we rolled in. I had called this particular RV park ahead of time, a couple days ago, to make reservations. And it was kind of strange from the beginning, because they said we don't take reservations, just roll in, we always have space. And, it's like $150 for a week or $500 for a month or something. We're used to paying $1,200 a month. And I was like, well, this is completely on the other side of the spectrum here, but, who knows? I mean, from Google Earth and from the website, looked like a pretty nice place. So I just thought maybe it's just the area. You never know. I mean, lots of different things go into the reasoning for, pricing in places. So, Good morning, Michael. Oh, good morning,
Leslie.
Life Unboxed.
I was trying not to interrupt you so I could say
No,
good
that's
morning
all right.
to these
Interrupt
guys.
me whenever you want, babe.
Good morning, Wesley. First time on the stream. Well, welcome. We're glad to
Yes.
have you.
So kind of weird, the whole thing about just roll in and,
We should have known from the get-go.
should have known
that
from
that
the
was,
get-go, yeah.
And the price, too. So.
Right. The price should have given it away, but we're still learning, and you never know. I mean, like I said, there could be a lot of different elements that go into that. So,
and we looked at the web picture looked like really pretty darn good.
Yeah, the website looked really nice. So we rolled in here yesterday, and there's a little office, I guess, when you pull in. Well, first of all, it oh my gosh. We couldn't find a place. The GPS took us, it was short. And so we kept driving, and we're like, well, maybe it's up here a little farther, which it was. Turned out to be like a casino and an RV park and a truck stop and a restaurant and like several different things all in one.
Excuse me.
And we're like, okay, well, it's the website, it still looks good, so let's pull in. So we pulled in, we went to the door, nobody there. No number to call except for this one for, like, I don't know, a bus ticket or something like that. I'm like, all right, let's give that a shot.
Good morning, Chris, Craig, and Jill, Jana. Good morning.
So I call the number for the park, no answer, just got an answering machine, left a message, called the number on the other thing for the bus ticket or whatever. Nobody answered, nobody anything. So she stayed there at the office. I walked over to the casino, which reeked of smoke. I mean, now in Ohio we're not allowed to smoke inside any businesses, but here apparently you can. And even though I didn't see anybody smoking the whole place, it was like you just walked into an ashtray. It was disgusting. And I'm like, all right, don't let that throw you off. We're going to be in the RV park, so.
Yeah.
And it was funny because as I'm looking at the place, she had already expressed concern about it.
Good morning, David, Ashley, Sharon, Robert M. Kennedy.
Salem, Massachusetts.
Good morning.
Woo, burn the witches.
Yeah.
So she had already expressed concern about this place, and I was like, well, I mean, the website looks good, blah, blah, blah. So let's not give up yet. On the way walking over there, I saw this sign that said something about, whatever they called it. It was a totally different name. They called it an RV resort, and I'm just laughing to myself like, okay, this is anything but a resort. We've been to the resorts.
Yeah, we have.
So,
good morning, Muggsy.
So I walk over there. This guy, tries to get me information. We went into this little store, then we went into the casino, and I'm just like, this is like a bad movie where you follow the guy into the casino, he disappears, and you're there like, what's going on? And then you end up getting pulled in the back room and murdered or tortured or something. So finally the girl shows up, we come over, and she's like, we don't take Class A RVs over here, but we have another site down the road where we do. And she said, you can check in here for that one. Sorry.
Good morning, Willie and Jodie.
Thank you, my love, for keeping up on the good mornings.
Yeah, you keep on with the story, and I'll keep on with the highs.
So I'm like, all right. And then I started thinking about it, and I had looked up this other website. I had seen that these two were related, like they go hand in hand. And I had seen online that this one wasn't like the greatest thing, and I thought, well, maybe it's a different place or something. So we were going to do it. And then I said, because she said you can check in here for that one, and then I said, you know what, we'll go up there and we'll just take care of it there, because my thought at that point was, let's go see this place first, and my other thought was, I'm kind of leaning towards a Cracker Barrel somewhere. So then she said, oh, well, this is the office for both of them, and I'm like, all right. So we signed in, paid $150. And the deal is that you pay $150 for the week, and if you don't stay the entire week, which is still kind of up in the air, I don't understand if the week is 5 days or 7 days, but if you don't stay the entire week, they credit your account, meaning not your like credit card account, meaning that if you come back through later and stay again, then you have credit on your account. If we stay here 2 days now, we come back through another time, we have 5 days credit. So
good morning, Lucas and Renegade, and Dyson wants to know what the difference is between an RV resort. It all depends on the RV park or resort. It depends on the amenities that they
pretty much give you.
Yeah.
Yep, and so, a campground also. You know, there are different differences in everyone you go to actually. But a resort is more higher end. You have swimming pools, hot tubs, you know, nice showers, stuff like that.
Right.
Beautiful surroundings. You know, Florida was palm trees and everything. A campground. It's more for like tents and RVs. You can have fires. It's not necessarily like a downgrade. It's just a different style.
Right.
Like Tappan is more of a campground, but it's, in my eyes and my experience, it was even better than the resorts in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Chris Benthal. And Chris Stevenson, no, we don't have allergies, do we? We just have morning...
we just have ticks. Coughs, and I'm always clearing my throat and crap. Okay, so back to the story.
Yeah.
So we pay for this, whatever, our site. We drive up the road. The GPS coordinates are wrong. They wanted us to go another 2 miles up the road, and we found the place before we even got there. And
By now it's about 4:20.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
And I knew the place was this other one because I had seen online. I'd already done the research. So I knew the GPS was wrong. We pull in here, and I mean, it's a big parking lot that is obviously used to be a parking lot for something else or several things, because half of it is like concrete with broken concrete. The rest is grass and gravel. There's a building that has like almost no markings on it except for the name of the place and a phone number. And we were given a code. We were told that it was like there was a laundry facilities and a weight room and all kinds of stuff. And we're like, what in the world was this chick talking about? And we're thinking, are we at the wrong place? But I knew from research previously that it was the right place. So we parked the RV. Oh, they also said choose your own spot, which just doesn't happen.
Len. Good morning to you
morning. Too. Good morning, Len. And Simone, if you're watching also.
I wish we could take a picture of the area or the shed or whatever that the laundry and the weight room and everything is in.
I mean, we will before we go. We'll put up a video of this.
Definitely, yes.
So let's see. So we pull in here, we park, we half choose a spot, which is kind of far away, just because nobody else is around us. There's probably, I don't know, probably 10 other RVs here or something, you know, mix of RVs, trailers, whatever.
Good morning, Dan.
Not
Matthew,
the greatest condition either.
Sassy and... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just going to blurt it out.
Okay. So we walk over. We couldn't get the code to work to get in the supposed resort room. We stand there punching it in a billion times, a billion different ways. The light's blinking at us and beeping, and then it'll like ring like a phone and all this crap. And we're like, what's going on? Finally call the number, and the guy tells us how to do it, which was not explained on the paper at all. And it had, you know, different little asterisks and stuff, you know, that we weren't told about. So we finally get in there, and honestly, it wasn't too bad inside there.
No,
it was still kind of grungy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take a shower.
Yeah, right. But it was clean.
It was clean, yeah.
There was nothing laying around. But,
right.
And they
pool
had
table, there was a weight room.
Yeah.
Laundry room, takes coins. We'll show you this in a video.
And it's co-ed showers.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we have our own.
Right.
I'm so glad.
So we're kind of disgusted by it, but you know, whatever. I'm just like, look, all we got to do is, you know, film this place and get out. So go for it, babe. Say it.
Robert Kennedy wants to know how you decide where you travel. Is it just already mapped out, or just a flip of the coin. It depends. Sometimes it's mapped. Sometimes we just say we're on our way to Arizona, so that's where we're eventually wanted to light for about a month, right?
Yeah.
And so the state's, on the way there, we're stopping.
Yeah, and we kind of backtracked to get to this area, but it was with very good intent. And I did a lot of research, and it still turned out to be a hole in the ground. So anyways, we decide on a spot, and like on the way over here, she read something on the paper that was like a warning about
locking up your
hide your stuff, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife,
hide your dog. Good morning, Naji.
And so when we pull over here, we choose a spot where I can take the car off, take the tow dolly off, back it up to the fence, back the RV up over it so nobody can steal it. It's crazy. We get half set up. Go for it.
I'm gonna go show that thing. Go ahead.
What thing?
The red thing here.
The red thing. Oh yeah, don't show the name of the place or anything right now, but okay, so so we get set up like that, and I'm like, all right, let's run over here and scout out this area so we know what we're gonna film tomorrow. And we found the first place right down the road. Awesome. I'm so excited about it, and you guys are gonna see that. We got to the town where I was going to be filming the rest of the stuff, and guys, let me tell you, it is a hole in the ground. High crime rate, absolutely destroyed, maybe one business open. Yeah, we're like, let's get out of here. And we saw everything I was there to see, so it was cool to see, but unfortunately, you guys won't get to see it. Unless I do like a Google Earth thing, which I may do. But it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I didn't even want to stop at the stop signs. It was so bad. We made rounds, made one beeline through the place, and I pointed out everything, because I had researched it so much. I knew the whole town. And then we got out of Dodge. And I'm like... it was against my better judgment. I'm like, what time does the sun go down? She looks it up. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm laughing at you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, what time does the sun go down? She looks it up. It's like 5:30. And right now it was like 4:20 or something like that. So I'm like, all right, we got time. It's about 25 minutes to this other town where there's, other thing I want to see. So we gun it. We head out to this other town. We get there. It's just as bad. And we're like, let's get out of here. We turn around, and my plan was get back here by dark. We got here just as it was getting dark. The car was starting to whine because I haven't got an oil change, and I needed to put some oil in the car. So then she starts talking about, can't the engine seize up? And I'm like, if you want to think that way, you do it. But in this area, I am keeping positive.
Sure, throw me right in there. Throw me under the bus.
I'm just saying, it's part of the story.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because then my mind was thinking that. I'm thinking, if this car seizes up, we are toast. So...
Good morning, Mr. Cruz. Viva.
So we end up stopping at this store to get some oil. We got the oil. And by this time, it's getting pretty dark.
Mm-hmm.
The hood would not latch on the car. I have no idea why. I'm like, what is going on here? So I slam the thing a couple times. I open it back up. I look to see if I left something sitting in there, empty bottle or something, and there wasn't. I finally call her out of the car, and I'm like, look at this thing. Do you see anything wrong here? Because I can't figure out what it is. So, I don't know, we picked around at a few things. She went over to this other area here and pulled out like a little branch or something, and that may have been the problem. Mm-hmm. I don't know where the branch would have come from, but it closed then. We get in the car and we head back to the campground. Mm-hmm. We start driving. It is pitch black, except for all the lights that are in my eyes coming this way and the ones in my mirror coming that way. And of
then course, the bright phone with the directions.
Right, the bright phone with GPS taking us to the wrong location. Mm-hmm. The people driving who are crazy out here. I mean, zipping around. We almost got in a head-on collision.
With a truck.
Yeah, I totally forgot about this. Because...
I mean, like a furniture truck.
Yeah.
That passed cars on the opposite side when we were coming.
They're flying towards us. They go around this other truck that was stopped, right into oncoming traffic. I don't even know what to say. It was crazy. So we're heading back, and we're both totally on edge. I mean, totally uneasy. We know where we're at. I mean, we don't know where we're at, but we know we're not in a good place. Pitch black. We can't find the campground, or whatever you call it. And then I'm like, all right, let's go to the original place that we started at, the place where nobody was there to check us in. And I know how to get there from there, because it's just a straight shot like 4 miles up the road on the left. So I put in the GPS coordinates for that, and it's taking us, I mean, it should have been a few minutes up the road. Go this way for 3 miles, then go this way for 3 miles, then go this way for 8 miles. And I'm just like, what is going on? And I'm like, don't worry, I'm going to get you somewhere safe. And we eventually, we didn't find it yet, but I said, okay, it's taking us on this straight stretch of road here. I know this is the road that it was on. So I said, here's the deal. You keep an eye out on the right for the place we're staying at. I'll keep an eye out on the left for the place that we started at.
Bye, Line Cook. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, because depending on which way we were going on that road, which I don't know, I honestly, I don't know the whole north, south, east, west thing, when it came to that. I don't know where it was located, where we were. Stroke of luck, we saw our campground on the right. And I'm like, okay, there it is. But where do we pull in? Pitch black. You can't see a way in or anything.
And the beginning was crazy anyway. When we first got here, you had to pull in this way and then go that way and that way. It was just
weird.
The road was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
So we pass it. We pass the place. And it, like I said, it's pitch black. And we're both like, oh, no. And I'm like so worried because she's worried, and I'm worried for myself, of course, too. But I feel bad because I'm dragging her through this crap. And eventually
Good morning, Robert and Loudon.
So eventually we get up the road, and I find a place. I slow down so people behind me will go around, and they finally do. We get to somewhere like a church or something. I can pull in and turn around, gun it back this way because there wasn't anybody behind me except for way back there. And I wanted to keep it that way. We finally got here and we were safe.
And let me just add this. I knew that he would get us back to where we had to go. I was just hungry. When I get hungry, it's hangry. So I just had to shut up and just let him do the driving.
Well, I mean, and we
were
both praying because we knew we were in a bad place. And it pitch black, and we didn't want, the whole engine seizing up element to it was on both our minds then, And So,
Matthew, that's good exercise for you, shoveling. I hope it's not a whole lot, but it probably is. But yeah.
So we did get back here. We got settled in, and but the horrible news is that it's just so horribly disappointing that I can't film this. And I will tell you guys what it is. It's a movie location. I mean, I'll give you that much. And we're still gonna do it for Saturday Night Snack and a Movie. That's not what I don't want to tell you what it is yet. But yeah, it was absolutely horrible experience. I'm so disappointed. Barely could sleep last night. I mean, I rolled around a lot. I did get some sleep, but it was a lot of tossing and turning. And prayed about it last night. What do I do? Do I chance it? Do I still go out there and try to get this footage? But you know what? I don't want to put myself in that position. I have somebody else now to consider also. I don't want to put her in that position. I don't want to leave her here alone, but I don't want to take her to that area again. It's bad all around. So some things you just have to let go of.
Thank you, Diane. Yeah, I think, yes. Thank you for that. You have a blessed day too.
Yeah, so we're just gonna let go of that and get our Saturday Night Snack and a Movie segment out of what we can here, which is still good. It's the best case scenario out of the worst case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll understand that when I explain it better.
Yep.
So that's the crazy news. Go ahead.
Chris wants to know
who's
cell
your guy's
carrier.
cell carrier. Oh, I mean, I have Spectrum for our cell phones, but for our internet we use Nomad Internet, and I would not recommend signing up with Nomad because we've had good experience with them, but as a whole it's a horrible company, and people have had horrible experiences with them. So
Morning, Justin. We're doing good, thank you. You have to go back and watch the feed later and find out the story
yeah.
of last night.
Yeah, if you're just joining now, yeah, I know sometimes it's hard to watch a live back when it's over. If you're just joining now, go back and watch this one because it's a good story.
Yeah. Good morning, Lindsay Lou.
So what
Hi.
started out as possibly a week here has become one night, and we're getting out of Dodge.
Getting out of Dodge.
We're gonna head straight for Arizona, but we're making stops along the way still, of course. But yeah, so I guess.
Oh, there you go. Now you've experienced it.
I left it in a video a while back.
Waving from, where are we? Somewhere in
Kentucky.
Louisiana.
Yeah, we're somewhere in Louisiana.
To Allen.
Hole in the ground, Louisiana.
Jane Louise, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, bless you, Nate. Everybody say
Yeah.
bless you.
So on to the good news.
Yes, Adam, we're still in Louisiana, but we're in a different part.
Different area, yeah.
All right. Bye, Chris. B. Okay.
Yeah, we're in the RV right now.
We are. Holy crap, that was a loud sneeze. Oh, you have no idea. He toned it down for you guys. Okay.
Okay, so you want to do the good news?
No, you tell stories better than me.
Okay.
It was.
Really? Okay.
Okay.
There's not too much of a story to it, but we haven't made it a point to film any of this. We're just doing it on our own anyway, even though we talk about it sometimes. But we both are back on our low carb way of eating.
Oh, that good news. Yeah.
We hate to call it a diet because a diet is just kind of, it's just bad all around,
Yeah.
So we try to make this a way of eating, even though we go off it sometimes. But as of January 1st, we went back on. We've stuck with it, and we've done good. We haven't even really craved anything outside of what we can have because we've been trying to be very creative with what we can, and we found a lot of good stuff to eat. Today is what, 15th? 16th, 15th. Okay. So today was our second weigh-in, and how much did you lose?
Well, I lost 2 pounds this week, but altogether 12 pounds.
12 pounds so far, since the first. And amazingly, I've lost 15 since the first. So that's really awesome. We're both doing really good with that. And I mean, can you feel it?
I
Like,
can,
you feel a
yeah,
difference?
right in my
Yeah.
midriff area. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I start losing it first.
Yeah, I mean, and what about like physically?
Oh yeah, I feel
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, no back aches are getting better. No joint aches and.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel it physically to the extent that I don't have my lower back pain anymore, and that usually is the case. If I lose 10 pounds, my back pain disappears. So I'm down 15 so far, so that's gone. I can't tell a whole lot of difference in the mirror yet, but I know that's coming. I know how my own body and how this goes when I lose weight.
So Adam wants to know if you're filming any abandoned places. This man sees an abandoned barn, abandoned doghouse, and he wants to go. He wants to go film it. But we have had a lot of abandoned stuff that you wanted to stop. But we've got the RV. It's hard to pull in just to any place, so it's got to be a big area. So, but he's not giving up on it. You're
right, yeah. I mean, there's definitely going to be more coming, because as I find them and they're accessible, I definitely will be filming them. But yeah, like she said, in the RV, it makes it so difficult I see abandoned hotels and restaurants, a whole string yesterday. There was an abandoned Shoney's. I think there was like a Burger King and a Wendy's
And a
and a
Pizza Hut.
hotel and a Pizza Hut, the old Pizza Hut.
Mhm.
It was so awesome. I was jumping out of my skin, but I can't pull off in the RV. You know, it's very difficult to get. I'd have to turn the whole thing around, get off the exit, find my way over there. It's really difficult in the RV. So much more difficult than I thought it would be. Because I really thought that driving down the highway, as I see these things, I'd be able to pull off and film them quick. And that's a myth right there. So I totally understand why Adam the Woo got rid of his RV. Because it does. You know, when you're doing stuff like that, it makes it difficult.
Good morning, Stan and Journey and Lacey Kid Show. Good morning.
I will say this, too. If this wasn't such a bad area with crime and everything, I could get a month's worth today.
Yes.
Everything is abandoned around here. But yeah, we're ready to get out.
Yeah.
This is just not a good area.
Diana Dunlap said dropping dairy. Yeah, I know that dairy. I cut back on dairy a whole lot. We don't eat a whole lot of dairy. We don't drink milk. We just do have half and half for our coffee or heavy cream. But I can't drop cheese. I just can't. But good, carnivore. Yeah, we're meat eaters too, especially him. I could do a salad and be happy, but not my man.
Yeah, I need some meat for dinner. I mean, like, you know, she can have a salad for dinner, but I'm just like, hey, that ain't dinner.
That's a snack.
Yeah.
I would like to film abandoned place. Yeah, there's a lot of broken glasses and windows and stuff, and windows are blocked. You're right.
And yes, definitely have protection.
Yeah, we do.
We could get surrounded by bears, and we'd pull out of here with dead bears laying around.
We'll just give you a little hint. Here come the judge. Here come the judge. All right, I think it's time to wrap this thing up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I made that story really long, but I'm a storyteller, guys, so. All right, We're going to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for joining this morning. Look, we got 60 people in here right now. I think that's a record for
my dear friend.
I think that's a record for our morning show live streams. Yeah. So, hope you guys will keep coming back.
Yes, and yes, please do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what we have to film today real quick, and then getting out of town, heading to our next location. And
Saturday night and a snack and a movie.
Yeah.
Gotta get that done.
Yep.
Get her done.
Get her done. All right, guys, wherever you're waking up, whatever time it is, make the best of your day.
Do something for somebody else, pay it forward, and let's make this world a better place.
We'll see you guys
tomorrow.
Bye,
guys. Have a great day, everybody.